Last to ask question is Kong Mike Defensor. Then after this, I will turn over the chairmanship or I will turn over to our Vice Chair, Sandra Irigel, to continue the chairmanship of this hearing. Kong Mike Defensor.
Madam Chair, una po sa lahat, salamat po dito sa hearing na ginawa ninyo. Thank you for this initiative and thank you for staying for these long hours. Ang tanong ko po kay Secretary Duque or kay Yusek, kung sino po kay Bergere, kung sasagot po sila. Because ang sabi ninyo, ang mga doctors natin na mag-prescribe ng ivermectin ay tatanggalan ng lisensya. Tama po ba yun?
Yusek Bergere. For the information of everyone, Secretary Duque left already. But we still have Yusek Jose. Anyone from the DOH?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Sorry, Yusek. Kindly respond.
Yes po, Madam Chair. Wala naman po kaming naibigay na statement yata na tatanggalan po natin or bawal mag-prescribe. Ang position lang po ng Department of Health, because we have done this living CPG evaluation with the other experts, and that's why we have adopted that recommendation. And the position of DOH would be, we are open to further study so that we can see the evidence that it really would be providing benefit for our population.
Madam Chair, na-quote po kasi ang DOH tungkol dito, and recently yung Philippine Medical Society was saying this. Ang sinasabi nga nila, doctors prescribing ivermectin as COVID-19 cure is losing license. This was unquoted po dito. We will submit the name, sabi niya, to the DOH statement po to, DOH statement. So, ang sinasabi niya po, this is not true. They can prescribe.
Well, sir, unang-una, siguro po, base yan dun sa batas natin na hindi po kayo pwede mag-prescribe ng unregistered drug.
Ngayon, hindi pwede mag-prescribe. Kahit na po sabihin na kukuha kay Dr. Homer Lim, na meron po siyang license to operate, assuming kay Dr. nandito, wala po, pero si Dr. Homer Lim, siya nagpuproduce siya, nagko-compound siya, hindi mo pwede mag-prescribe at bumili.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Please proceed, Yusek.
Thank you po. Sir, Honorable Congressman, we follow the law. Dapat po yung pinaprescribe ng mga doktor natin rehistrado. Kung sakali po mabigyan sila ng compassionate special permit, the prescription will be based on the compassionate special permit and the conditions attached to that.
Ibig po sabihin, kaya ako po mag-import ng isang drugs na nakuha ko sa ibang bansa because wala po siyang approval dito, illegal pa rin po.
It has to be registered, sir.
Tingnan niyo, Madam Chair, this is precisely my point. Kung sinasabi natin safe ang drug na to at nasa formulary natin, bakit hindi payagan? Kung safe naman, I do not know if you can help me or not. Diba, but I was able to get ivermectin. Yes, Yusek Bergere, please reply.
Madam Chair,
go ahead, Yusek.
Yes po, ma'am. It is part of the national formulary because it is used for filariasis.
Yes, but Yusek Bergere, that you can do an off-label prescription, and they're doing that in the US. Talo po natin, Madam Chair. Talo pa natin ang US. Ang US, basta may prescription ka, you can buy. Sa US, kahit na po basta may formulary, nandun nakalista, and they will produce the drug. Kasi may compounding po sila, may mga pharmacy sila. Do you know, Madam Chair, that even mercury drug, may mga pharmacies, they can produce this product. And yet, we have this kind of situation. So, eto na naman po, iniipit tayo ng burokrasya. I heard Congressman Lacson, Congressman Eric, Congressman Marcoleta. This is the kind of attitude that we have with DOH. At kung ito po talaga will help us, tayo po, ito na pong burokrasya natin ang gumagawa ng sitwasyon para mamatay yung ating mga kababayan. Madam Chair, my next question is this sa FDA. So sinabi niya po, no, hindi pwede. So walang registered drug, walang gagawin ng prescription ng mga doktor. So sitwasyon natin, deadlock po tayo. Ngayon, dito po sa atin sa FDA, pag na-produce po ang mga operators and they are allowed, no? They are allowed under the law. Hindi po ba pwede silang payagan kahit hindi nakaregister yung drug nila since ang formulation naman po ay nandyan sa atin?
DG?
Naka-mute po ako. Pwede po, yung unregistered, pwede po yun mag-compounding. So yung pong pharmacy, kukuha lang po siya ng added activity po yun sa license niya, yung compounding. And they just have to follow regulations to make sure yung quality po ng kanilang produkto ay acceptable for human consumption.
So therefore, DG Eric Domingo, Dr. Domingo, yung sinasabi ni Yusek Bergere, pagka ako nagkaroon ng pwede mag-prescribe ang doktor at pwede kong kunin sa isang compounding laboratory.
Basta po, opo. Ang palagay ko lang po kasi yung po siguro sa ano ng DOH nun is kasi nga po yung panghayop po siguro yung naisip na hindi pwedeng ireseta sa tao. Pero kung compounding po, pwede po.
Okay. My last question, hindi po ba Dr. Domingo and DOH can also reply to this, na pag ginawa natin itong trial and we approve ivermectin, mismo dito sa ating bansa, ay pwede po natin itong isagawa at gawin natin clinical trials kasi totoo po, Madam Chair, wala naman pong sinabi na ng conclusion kung ito'y makakatulong o hindi. Ang pinapunto ko lang po kanina pa dito, safe naman po to. Ginamit ko to, ininom ko po to. At kung dahil safe naman po to at baka sakaling makatulong, bakit hindi natin gawin na magkaroon ng trial on this? So, Madam Chair, yun ang why can't DOH establish this as a trial drug, an investigatory drug, para lahat ng mga problema natin sa permits, lahat ng sub regulation will be out of the issue and there is a legal recourse on this. And again, we can even help WHO on making this trial. Thank you, Madam Chair. I think Yusek Domingo will answer.
Well, yes, Mr. Chairman, pwede naman po talaga. Di ba sinabi ko po kanina, isa sa mga possible legal ways of bringing in the product, isa sa investigational product. Basta lang po meron tayong clinical trial na approved naman po ng mga technical committee natin tsaka ng mga ethics board, then maaari pong gawin.
Bakit hindi ginagawa, Dr. Domingo?
Well, wala po kasing nag-proponent eh. Ang FDA po kasi hindi kami gumagawa ng study. Kami po ang nagre-register ng study, nagre-regulate po kami ng study. So, usually po ang gumagawa ng ganitong studies for human health would be PCHRD under the Department of Science and Technology.
And also Department of Health to approve it as part of the overall program for COVID.
I think si Yusek Rosette po wants to say something.
Yusek Verheri. Yusek Rosette, I know you're tired na rin.
Naka-mute, ayan.
Yes, Madam Chair and Honorable Congressman Mike Defensor. Yes po, that's really the intention, and that was what the part of the recommendation coming from our experts, that further studies be done. And a clinical trial is very much open so that we can put everything in order para makita rin po natin talaga kung yung ebidensya talaga directed po na talagang pwedeng protektahan ng ating mga kababayan. So we are not going to oppose that. We are very much open to having a clinical trial which is official and undergoing the formal process.
So will you be doing that, Department of Health?
Usually, sir, Madam Chair, I will respond na po. Usually, Honorable Congressman, kapag po may mga ganito, katulad ng sabi po ni Yusek Eric, sa PCHRD po, dumadaan itong mga clinical trials na ito. Nagbibigay po sila ng application din sa Food and Drug Administration. Pag natapos po yung clinical trial, DOH po ang end user. Kapag nakita natin na good outcomes po yan, i-adapt po yan ng DOH.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Salamat po. And congratulations again.
Thank you, Kong Mike Defensor. So basically, we've covered everything from testing, contact tracing, to our hospital capacity and treatment. No. Last question, Yusek Rosette. Na-raise ko na kanina yung discrepancies on price ng current treatment, yung included in treatment protocol like remdesivir, tocilizumab, and other medications. How do we help naman our patients na maka-access sa mas cheaper. Kasi yung experience natin sa private hospital, ang remdesivir can be as high as 15,000. In government hospital, nagbabari din siya. Merong 4,000, merong 5,000, merong 7,000. So, pwede bang i-regulate natin yon?
Madam Chair, before I turn it over to Yusek Eric to provide additional inputs, the main objective po of national government is for us to do bulk procurement so that we can provide our hospitals and the costs will be lower and standardized. But for now, these drugs doesn't have any EUA. Meron po yatang isang supplier or manufacturer na nag-apply ng EUA nung isang araw, pero inaantay pa po natin yung EUA so that we can have our HTAC review this so that national government can procure and can provide our hospitals. But for the regulation of prices, yun po yung naiisip natin ngayon, bulk procurement, para po magkaroon ng pantay-pantay na presyo ang ating mga ospital kapag ang national government po ang bibili.
Yes, Yusek, I think napaka-important at this time, no? Grabe yung burden talaga with the expenses ng ating mga moderate cases that needs hospitalization. So lalo na yung ating mga nasa ICU, no, ICU patients na nag-incur, I think around 3 millions, no, private hospital. So talagang financially draining siya for the family. Okay, we'll now go on with the vaccination program. We have a long list of representatives who wanted to ask questions. We have like 8 congressmen. But before that, I would like to call on our Vice Chair, Representative Sandra Erigel. Do we have Kong Sandra?
Yes, Madam Chair. Now I'll take the floor.
Chair this hearing, Vice Chair Sandra Erigel.
Okay. Let us now proceed with the vaccination program. And who are we going to ask as the resource person for the vaccination program from the DOH?
I think Kong Sandra, they presented already, so we can call the interpolators. We have the first one is Kong Stella Kimbo.
Okay. Alright, thank you. Thank you, Madam Chair. My first question is on the target, which I believe is 70 million by the end of 2021. So based on the presentation earlier, we have already inoculated 702,000, and since we started March 1, so the 702,000 inoculations happened in 29 days. So, Madam Chair, that's an average of about 24,228 per day. So, ang tanong ko lang po, Madam Chair, is ano ang latag for the rest of the 9 months? So meron tayong remaining 9 months until the end of 2021. So that's 270 days. So kung titingnan natin yung balance, no, so 70 million minus 702,000 and you divide that by the 270 days, ang ibig sabihin po nun, we need to inoculate 256,000 per day beginning April 1. So ang tanong ko first is, paano tayo magle-level up from a current level of 24,000 per day to 256,000 per day? Ano ang plano ng DOH or IATF para ang capacity natin ay ma-elevate ng ganung kalaki? And keeping in mind, Madam Chair, na for developed countries like Germany, ang nai-inoculate nila per day is only about 200,000. So yan po ang first question ko po. Ano ang plano ng gobyerno to increase our capacity? Yusek Bergere, can you please answer that?
Yes, Madam Chair, Yusek Mirna Kabutay is here. She is the head of our vaccine cluster, if I may refer the question to her, ma'am.
Yeah, please do. Yusek Kabutahe, you have the floor.
Good good afternoon, Congressman Stella Kimbo. In terms of the plans to upscale the number of vaccination, we are relying heavily on the local government units to do the administration together with our private sector representatives.